What's up, gang? If you want to turn your character into an absolute god in Crimson Desert, well, you need the Abyss Gear set. I started a completely fresh account to show you. You can grab these 2 Abyss Gears right off the bat in day 1. And if you're a high level veteran, stay tuned because I have a secret that I guarantee you don't know about. For the newbies, I'll be showing you how to rescue the witches, craft, and buy the blueprints. Let's get right into it. Now, the first Abyss Gear that you need to get, and you can do this right when you load into the game, is you need to head over here right under the E of Hermit, and it is called the Sanctum of Benediction. All you need to do is walk up to this door, light this lantern, and there's a chest waiting directly in front of you that has momentum on it. Now, momentum is a Abyss Gear that has plus 35% turning / damage, which you will use this Abyss Gear throughout the whole game. It is single-handedly one of the best Abyss Gears you can have. Now, the second Abyss Gear that we can get is Gourmet 3. It's right under the P of Payloon on my marker that you saw on this ledge. Now, we will need to unlock this artifact, and it's called Master of Meats. But super simple, you come down here to the Butcher in Hermit, and all you're going to do is walk up to her, learn all the meats,
come to the right place,
and then do her quest.
Oh,
which you don't even have to do the quest. It's just that she gives you fish that you can't learn there. And that is it. This is another super powerful Abyss Gear. You just open up the Abyss artifact, and then you have Gourmet 3. So to equip the Abyss Gears we just got, you will need to unlock the Witch, which is in Chapter 3. You will need to complete a fresh start, which it will require you to switch to Damien, but you do not have to play as Damien. You will then have a white crow appear that wants to land on your shoulder. Stop moving when you see the crow, let it land on your shoulder. It will give you a letter. Open up the letter, examine it, and then you will have the witch unlocked, which you can find over here in witches. It is the Hermit Witch, which is located right here, right under the D of Hermit. Then you will need to extract the Abyss Gears out of your gear, create sockets in the gear you want to put the Abyss Gear in, and embed them in that gear. Now, the third Abyss Gear is Volcanic Eruption. Now, you do have to have flame element equipped, so you will need to get that in the Abyss. And this also pairs with your turning slash, so this just stacks on top of that. So I mean, you're just dishing out crazy amount of damage with this. And it also pairs with your bow. So as long as you have spirit, because this uses spirit, you technically have infinite exploding arrows. And to find the Volcanic Eruption Abyss Gear, you're going to go to this spot that I'm showing you now, to the left of this little village, under this waterfall, and you will stab through it. You'll see these little rocks placed in front of these waterfalls. That indicates, hey, there's something hidden here. You stab through it. And they are located in this chest, and they're called the Scorch Flame Plate Gloves. These have the volcanic eruptions, but again, you must get the flame element in the Abyss doing the puzzles. That's what the Imbue Fire stands for. You will also want to pair these up with Flames of Judgment, but you won't get that until you reach Chapter 8 and you defeat the Bastier. You defeat that boss, it drops Eclipsed Solace Plate Gloves, and that has Flames of Judgment. Okay, for the next Abyss Gear, we're going to do Swift 3. But first, you're going to need to find Bari the Witch. She's in these mountains. You're going to have to walk up, light her fire. She'll thank you. You can find her to the right of Wayward Woods and to the left of the P and Payloon. She's going to go up here to her lake house. And this is where we're going to go to buy the blueprint for Swift 3. Now, unlike critical rate Abyss Gears and attack damage Abyss Gears, if you put those on your gloves or boots, that's just for unarmed combat. But Swift 3 is not. It's global. It goes to your sword. So while you're here, you might as well buy the other blueprint and the Abyss artifacts. Go ahead and open up those blueprints and learn them. Now it says we need 1 diamond, 1 abyss cell, and then some butterflies. And instead of grabbing your nets and chasing down a bunch of butterflies, just go outside of Hernan to the stables and grab a bunch of these peony flowers. We can substitute those instead of the butterflies. And then head over to a witch, and we're going to craft 4 Swift 1s, synthesize those into Swift 2s, take those Swift 2s, synthesize those into Swift 3s. Holy, what a sentence. So we're actually going to need to head to Bayhin. It's above Diminus. And we're going to need to go to the back of this town. And this is where the Witch of Humility needs help. So we'll help her up off this bridge. She'll show us where her lair is. And it's actually down by Serpent Marsh. And we need this because we need to buy 2 important blueprints.
My wares may hold no great weight.
One is Aegis,
but something might spark
the fortification blueprint. And one is a damage reduction blueprint. Now, Aegis is what we're going to put on our chest piece. So unlike raw defensive stats, which lose value as you level up, damage reduction provides a flat mitigation to all incoming hits. It is the single best way to increase your effective health pool. Now, fortification is actually what I was talking about at the beginning of this video. The secret abyss slots that most people have no idea that they're missing out on. And we will get to that later in the video. So we're going to go ahead and do what we did for Swift with the crafting and synthesizing, all that for Aegis, the damage reduction. And we're going to put this Aegis 3 on our chest piece. Now the next Abyss Gear is Parting Gift. You will need to advance to Chapter 7 of the main story, finish the Legendary Wolf side quest, do House of Celeste bounties, complete the House of Roberts, the House Alfonso, and the House of Felix to get Leader of the Bleed Bandits. Now it's a lot to get here, but once you do, I highly recommend this Abyss Gear as it's one of the best AoE damage. Not only does it catch your opponents on fire, does massive amount of explosive damage, and I have disrupted plenty of bosses during their attacks with this Abyss Gear. Here is Parting Gift to a small group of enemies, but trust me, this Abyss Gear is wonderful against main bosses also, as it disrupts their attack and catches them on fire. Now for the hidden Abyss Gear slots that most people have no idea about. If you are dual wielding or using two-handed weapons, you are probably missing out on these 2 Abyss Gear slots. Choose a shield that has 2 Abyss Gear slots and equip either 2 damage reduction 3s or 2 fortification 3s. I went with a 50-50 just to have the best of both worlds, but if you're a high level, you might want to go with damage reduction 3 Aegis Unlike raw defense stats, which lose value as you level up, damage reduction provides a flat mitigation to all incoming hits. It is the single best way to increase your effective health pool.